Preparing cook-up is an honored tradition for thousands of Guyanese on Old Year's Night and New Year's Day. Mondale Smith, proprietor and chef at Chef Mondale's kitchen, welcomed InfoHub into his kitchen where he stirred up a pot of mixed meat cook-up.
So this is a combination of red peas, black eye, and chana. What happened is, my mom told me, she said, what you should do is, if you're making cook-up, you're making cook-up. You're not putting in artificial flavors and that kind of thing into it. She said, pressure the meat separately if you want to, or you can pressure the meat and then add the beans to it, right? But if you pressure the meat and the beans, you run the risk of one mashing up and the other one being hard.
Chef Mondale seasons his meat before he lets it marinate, while he deals with other aspects of preparing the dish.
This is beef and salt beef. And what I did was, to prepare this meat while it is here, what I did was, I added some local flavor to it because I'm into supporting local.
Next up is the tripe.
Make sure your tripe is clean. You don't want any bacteria in your food. So you put the tripe in and you wash it out. Right? Take out more tripe. Okay, so it's clean. You have different types of tripe. These are 3 different types of tripe. You take the tripe after they would have been cleaned and you put in the pot. You put the tripe into the pot, the pressure cooker. So you have the umami garlic, you have the jerk and so on, right, that you use. Of course, you've got to get your fresh seasonings. This is onion, garlic, actual fresh seasoning, and tomatoes. Now, these would form part of the look, because they say people eat with their eyes.
Next, he prepares fresh coconut milk from the couscous.
I got 2 choices. I can use actual coconut milk, or my other option is to use the Grace coconut milk. I opt for the Grace coconut milk quite often because it actually is good. So sometimes you add the 2 as a combination, right? Or you use this alone, or you use this alone. You set your pan and then you do what Granny said, use your hands and make love to the food.
Moving on to chicken, he shares his tips.
Season everything separately. You've got here now, look, tomatoes, and you've got shallot scallions, or as the Americans would call it, green onions. But we know it as seasoning. All combined equals seasoning. So this is what you have here. Tomatoes, fresh from the market, seasoning, scallions, or whatever you want to call it. But we use this. Before the rice hits the pot, people put everything in the pot and then season and flavor. I do it differently. I flavor everything separately and then add them to the pot. Then the flavors will combine and collide.
Finally, as the pot continues, he adds coconut oil, a healthier alternative to conventional vegetable oil.
So with the oil in there, it's heated. Put in the tomatoes. So you take the chicken that you would have seasoned and you put it into the pot. You let it sit for a brief bit. Aim is to make sure that the chicken does not overcook. Because if it does, when you put in the rice and so on into the pot, guess what will happen? The chicken will mash up and disappear, and then you'll be looking for the chicken. Now you throw the chicken in, yes. She's learning to cook from Chef Mondale now. She's put the chicken in and now we're putting the wings.
The already seasoned rice then meets the chicken on the fire. Eventually adding the tripe, peas, and other ingredients, watch as the pieces come together to form a perfect ready-to-eat puzzle. The cook-up is finished and ready to be served. Natisha Isaacs for InfoHub.